Alright, hello everyone out there. If you're tuning in early, this is the live video stream broadcast for the Minuteman Dart League Super A State Championship Finals live from the Saugus VFW here in Massachusetts. You're watching on our YouTube stream. We do have chat enabled. You'll see that in the right side of your window. And if you want to give us a shout out and let us know how the audio sounds, we appreciate it. Going to keep the microphone on so there's some ambient noise so you know that we're live. Hopefully we won't say anything while the mic is live.
Gregory? Hey Chris, what's going on? Microphone is live. Oh, hi people. Did the camera set up so they can watch the players this week?
Yeah.
So Mike's here, who else is here? Is who coming? Chris on Instagram with me. It's the only ones that I know. I don't know if she's coming on. I don't think so.
When is the summer league starting? Next week?
21st.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Okay. It's actually, I emailed her the other day. She only had 6 arrests in her hand, but she said she was supposed to have 25. Okay. Which I assume was about average for summer. I don't really know that.
I think that's about what CDL used to get, somewhere around 25 to 30.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I was shocked the other night. 8-4. I couldn't believe it.
What?
I couldn't believe they lost 8-4 the other night.
Good darts though.
Yeah. I didn't watch two, but I watched the next day. I wanted to focus on the excellent commentary, so I wanted to be able to hear the whole thing.
Well, you get your earphones now and put it in the phone, but with the slight delay.
Oh, really?
Live. They got the score up there though.
Yeah, I saw that. Plus, I didn't say hey to you in a while.
Alright, we're gonna start talking soon. Sure.
Everybody was horrendous, just those two weren't as horrendous as the others.
All right, we will be starting up in just about 10 minutes or so. Possibly 5. Players are looking a little itchy to start. Once again, this is Greg Tong with Minuteman Dart League here for the Super A State Championship Finals live from the Saugus VFW. Our matchup tonight is two North Shore Super A teams, the two left standing. We have the Flight Fighters and Suicide 9. Flight Fighters is their home bar here in Saugus VFW. Suicide 9 from the barn in Amesbury. Current match score is 8 points for the Flight Fighters to 4 for the 9 in a race to 13 here in the State Championship Finals. First team to 13 points, that would be 5 points for the Flight Fighters and 9 points for Suicide 9 on tonight's match will win the state championship. If they are tied at 12, we will go to a overtime format. For those of you tuning in that are unfamiliar with the Minuteman match format, we start off with 3 doubles 501s. Each one in the Super A division is best of 3, each for a match point, followed by 3 sets of best of 3 doubles cricket. And to round it up, we have 6 singles matches of best of 3 301. Each of those 301 legs is double in, double out. Once again, team first to 13 points tonight wins the championship. Flight Fighters have 8, so they only need 5 points. If they sweep the match tonight, they'll only have to go as deep as the second cricket. Suicide 9, on the flip side, just needs to win 1 point in order to force it to get to the singles. And as is usually the case, whoever wins this 301 singles wins the match. Just a preview our 501 doubles matchups that we're about to see. Our first one coming up will be for Suicide 9, Tom Curtin and Mark Cronin, versus for the Flight Fighters, Billy Franklin and Avery Barry. The second 501 of the evening will be Bruce Robbins and Tom Sawyer versus Pat McKeon and Mike Zakodny. Finishing out the 501s will be for Suicide 9, Dave Walsh and Jay Wow versus the Flight Fighters, Jeff Bellevue and Steve St. Cyr. Players are still warming up right now. We'll be back with the action coming up in just a few minutes.
that you?
What do you mean?
Like, for like 2 seasons, you were the official doctor next door, and now there isn't.
They don't need one anymore.
Thinking they can do it themselves still?
In a pinch if it's necessary.
Don't let him fool you too much. He wasn't very far away from the board last week. Wait, something wrong? He was ready to bounce.
Well, if Amy didn't stop screwing up.
Oh, it's all good. Sure, I mean, I can
Mike's on.
Huh?
Mike's on.
Let's check that shit's ready to drop frames.
It's pretty good.
It's been on almost a half hour, 25 minutes, and give 300 meg. Won't be too bad.
Eric Roberts says it sounds good.
Probably don't need to change much. I mean, if you want to go to just like, if you want to change to player, it would be that.
Let's see.
If it lags at all, just reload it.
And then go to DC board or board DC player. Okay.
If it doesn't come right back, or if you have see any lag there,
Yeah.
save it, and then load it again.
Save it in the file menu?
Yeah, so if you go, actually, if you just save it now, you should never have to really save it again.
Boys?
Load. What's up? That'll clean it up. That'll get it. If there's any lag in it, it'll go away after it loads. You just have to put in the code.
Ready to start?
Yeah.
Alright, welcome once again everybody. This is Greg Ton with the Minuteman Dart League here. We're just about to start up with our first doubles 501 match in the second half of the Super A State Championship Finals of the Minuteman Dart League, world's largest steel tip league. Before we begin, just like to give a thanks to our league sponsors, Red Eye Rhino and Dart World, and also to Dart Connect for providing the scorekeeping technology. Once again, our opening 501 matchup will be for Suicide 9 Tom Curtin and Mark Cronin versus for the Flight Fighters Billy Franklin and Avery Barry. Our match score once again is 8-4 in a race to 13. Flight Fighters with the margin of 8-4 lead. And they require only 5 more points to win the championship. Flight Fighters and Suicide have met a few times before. It has been a number of seasons before since they've been in the finals together. Suicide 9 always coming out on top, but Flight Fighters having the edge tonight. We'll see if they can pull off a win in this situation. Hi, Anna.
Hi. I don't have my meeting dates yet.
Okay.
I'm still looking.
So, how long?
I need 'em soon.
Realistically, I know you do.
Like at least within another week or so. You think you can get them, or
I'm trying to find a
I don't.
place
I
that
only
has
have
the second
Central still,
unit.
anyways.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody else.
Maybe I'll call Stu. Go back to the Bright Mills. I got no place. Nobody wants to do it.
Okay. Mall and Moose or nothing? Or?
They're both.
Oh. All right. Well,
I mean, I could do it on the members hall, but like full board.
long time ago they used to also do it in the Green Briar. I don't know if that's a
I've never even been there.
because they don't have business on that night of the week. And you just set up a bunch of tables and have people drop off boxes there and right next to the Bright Mills.
I'll call them too. I'm trying.
All right.
I'll let you know.
All right. All right, sorry for that interruption. Looks like we were just about to start. Teams are shaking hands right now. Beautiful summer evening here in Saugus, Massachusetts. We are inside for some top-notch darts. These are the two top teams of the top division of Minuteman Dart League Super A that are left standing here in the playoffs. Two teams that are rivals in the regular season meeting up in the championship round. Flight Fighters looking to avenge a number of finals losses to Suicide 9, up 8-4 in the race to 13. Opening 501 doubles matchup again, Tommy Curtin and Mark Cronin. Tom Curtin warming up right now versus Billy Franklin and Avery Barry. Not yet reported to the board. All right, we're currently going to be joined by Michael Cagney, member of Suicide 9. Mike, your team comes in tonight down 8-4. How do you approach this match?
Get points.
That's right, stick to the fundamentals.
You gotta sweep the 0-1s, and it's a whole different game.
Which 0-1s do you mean?
Well,
All the 0-1s.
all the 0-1s. We'll take 2 out of 3.
That is some astute analysis.
Take 2 out of 3. Already on board.
Hey, I just want to know if John Parker's home, sitting on his couch watching this.
John Parker is teaching the finer points of the game to his young children, I'm sure right now, on his widescreen TV hung up on his wall in his living
His
room.
kids are helping him with the math, I think.
All right, players still warming up.
Yeah, the front camera's working.
That's right, we are having an additional camera view tonight. Apparently, thanks to Adam Sherlock, who provides all of the equipment and streaming broadcast systems. Figured out how to bring back in our camera view for the players. So you won't have to just look at the board and the score.
It's a good song. Do you know who this sings this? Are we on the air? We're on the air, buddy. You want to say anything? We're here with Bruce, who just won the region.
Bruce Mann, a man of big darts and few words. Hovering over the broadcast station right now. Everyone getting a little angsty to begin. Crowd here tonight filled with chicken and beer. Hoping for some good darts. Excellent finishing by the Flight Fighters in last Tuesday's match. put themselves in excellent position to win the championship. As we all know, 8-4 is no guarantee, however. Been on the flip side of that myself more times than I like to admit.
Is that one live and this one's on the screen now?
All right, we're getting our board set up.
Check them. Take it, turn over.
Again, feel free to comment in the chat section of the YouTube stream on the right-hand side of your computer window. Let us know at any point if the stream goes out or the sound starts to become a problem. If you start to hear echoes or any other anomalies.
You gotta be the heckler in the 01 games for bad shots. Tear them apart and shoot something wrong. I'm not gonna be that.
No heckling.
I'm the truth speaker. You look like you're about to like take off on a. I wish I drank, man. I'd be like one of those guys, or what's that? A cherry. Yeah. Sam Adams. Throwing sponsors up there.
All right, we're throwing for the bowl for the first 501. Looks like we're throwing for the bowl. No, we are still just practicing. Once again, welcome to all of you tuning in today's live stream video broadcast of the Minuteman Dart League Super A State Championship Finals. This is Greg Tong with Minuteman Dart League here with Mike Cagney, who will provide our heckling enjoyment of tonight's 01.
It's like I just saw that shot over here. It was the same one. Just 20 seconds later.
All right, we are going to have to invoke the 12 dart maximum rule for practice as soon as we can find the league president and sergeant at arms.
Get a message from the CDC. Are you going to that? Is that this weekend? Where is it?
Cleveland, going to Cleveland, the championship dart circuit. North America's best players. That will be, if you go to champdarts.com, you can follow the live stream from that, as well as all the matches on DCTV. We're joined now by Jason Demers, also a member of Suicide 9. Jason, looks like we're about to start up here.
Little switch on the roster tonight.
What's that switch? Is it going to do the trick?
Yep, we split the tom-toms up. No more juice men.
Okay, you heard it here first. The Toms are not going to be paired up in the doubles matchups tonight. Instead, we have Tom Curtin with Mark Cronin in the opening 501 against Billy Franklin and Avery Barry. They're shooting the ball right now. Looks like Billy Franklin for the Flight Fighters has won the bowl and will shoot first. There's no double in here in Super A. It's a best of 3 5-on-1. Billy Franklin from the Flight Fighters to shoot first. Starts off strong with a 95. Tommy Curtin up now. Doesn't like that 111. Had to slide over on Aoki. Excellent third dart. A little slide over helped him out. Got him a little bit more room. This week, as you'll notice, we do have our player camera view. Special thanks to Adam Sherlock for working out the bugs and getting us that enhanced picture. Fight Fighter is looking to continue to apply the pressure from last Tuesday. Rack up early points and give no hope to the Suicide 9. Billy Franklin does his best with a 140. Tommy Curtin, some slack darts there, none in the 20, just a 21. This is just the opening leg of a best of 3. The only solace that you can use this to continue to warm up and still have a chance in the next 2 legs. Avery Barrett gets to 42, but it leaves Fight Fighter on a finish. Billy Franklin here doesn't need to finish. Looking to set Avery up. 44 here, so leaves Avery the Shanghai finish with 120. Tom Curtin just looking to put a little bit of pressure on here, get down to a finish themselves. Not on and out after that 85 turn. Avery here with 120. Suicide 9 not far back if he doesn't at least set up a good finish here for his partner. Tops here for the win, just short. Still leaves a 20 for Billy Franklin. Cronin here looking to set up his partner. 2 trip 20s there, his first 2 darts. 53 left, 13 for Tops, leaves 40. No rest, no break here for Billy Franklin's got to hit this or thinking that Suicide 9 will take it out on their next turn. Must hit double 5. Just a single. Big opportunity here for Curtin. They were way back just a moment ago. Two 10s. Hits it on a second dart. Suicide 9 takes the first leg of this second half match. Mugs away for the Fight Fighters. Billy Franklin to start. Billy straight away into that triple. Strong 180 as an opening turn in this second leg. The 9 dart leg is on for the Fight Fighters. We did have a phony doubles 501 perfect game thrown just a couple of weeks ago on Dark Connect. Found to be not true. Let's see what the Fight Fighters can do here. 9 dart gig still on. Still on after 5 darts. Oh! Excellent effort by Avery Barrett to keep the perfect game on, but just a 140. Still excellent. Excellence will be tolerated, although perfection is the goal. Mark Cronin himself trying to be perfect, just misses the trip 18 for a 9 mark. This is a hellacious leg so far. Look at the averages in the top next to the top score. 160 for the Fight Fighters, 138 leg average for Suicide 9. No turn so far did not have fewer than 2 triples, except this one. First turn without 2 triples, Billy Franklin, but still leaves him on 90 after 3 turns. Tommy Curtin, big triple on that third dart. Both sides on a finish. Avery Barry does not require a triple here. Can hit 2. Leaves himself 30. 2 darts. Huge finish by Avery Barry. 11 dart leg for the Flight Fighters. 137 point average for that leg. 120 average for Suicide 9 in a losing effort. And we'll now shoot the bull. See who goes first in the rubber. Tommy Curtin with a double bull, almost dead center. Billy Franklin, a huge breath here as he gets up there to try to tie him up. Just outside. Suicide 9 off first in this rubber leg to get the first point of the match. Unlucky second dart. Squeezes the third dart into the triple for an 83. Billy Franklin trying to keep pace. Just below that trip 20 for a 60. Very important to win this point right off the bat, set the tone for the match. Just a 33 by Cronin. Huge opportunity for Avery to flip the score around. Excellent grouping on that trip 20. Just an 85. Bounced. A little flexion on that third dart. Curtin determined here. Great ton. Needs a triple. And picks it up on the third dart. Keeps the score neck and neck. Cronin here, first dart, triple. 61 total in 2 darts. 66. Disappointing second 2 darts. Does not get him closer to the finish than he would like. Avery now trying to set himself up. Needs more than a ton to get to a finish. 2 triple ones. Unlucky. That breakfast is gonna hurt. Tommy Curtin need to make an adjustment to the board there. .61 there for Tommy Curtin, gets him down to 158. Finishing range, but a big ask. Billy Franklin now looking to level it up again, keep his team in contention. Ooh, unlucky into those 5s, just 40. And above 200 left for the Flight Fighters in this rubber leg. Cronin just 8 with his first 2 darts on this turn, 150 left. Oh, big deflection bounce into the 5. Both teams having a little bit of an issue here at the end of this rubber leg. Avery turning it around. Big trip 20 for a start. 99 scored, 110 left. Tommy Curtin 80 left with 1 dart now. Flight Fighters on 110. Looking to set it up. A little blocked out on that trip 20. Will he go for the double 20? No, gets the triple 20 to leave 20. Huge, huge dart. Leaves his partner an excellent finish with Billy Franklin here on a big 110. Needs a triple to go out. Single 20 with the first dart. 90 left. Just a single one. Can't finish now. Mark Cronin looking at a big double 20 when he comes back. Needs 210s to grab the point. Walking it in. Oh, just outside. Leaves Avery Barry a chance to steal this point back for the Flight Fighters. Here we go, triple 10 or trip 18. Went for the triple 10, 60 left, single 20, double 20. Oh, single one. Can't finish now. Doesn't even leave a one dart finish. Tommy Curtin here for 2 10s for the match, for the set point. 3 darts to hit 2 10s. Inside, 2 5s now. Needs the green bit. Just outside on top. Can he get it underneath? Yes! Uses that as a marker. Picks up the double 5, and Suicide 9 grabs the first set point of the match. For a total score now, which we have at the top of your screen above the dartboard. Flight Fighters 8, Suicide 9 5. Our next matchup for our second 5-on-1 of tonight is Bruce Robbins and Tom Sawyer for Suicide 9. As we were told earlier, Tom and Tom usually doubles partners together, broken up for this match. Bruce Robbins and Tom Sawyer together this 5-on-1, and they will face off against the Flight Fighters Pat McKeon and Mike Zaccagni. Suicide 9 looking to shake it up a little bit for this very important match, try to turn it around. Working for them so far, and they pick up the first point. Our match score, Flight Fighters 8, Suicide 9 5, in a race to 13. We'll be right back with our next 5-on-1 doubles matchup. Special thanks again to our league sponsors, Red Eye Rhino and Dart World. Without them, the work that we do is not possible. Check them out at redeyerhino.com and dartworld.com, as well as DartConnect, providing tonight's scorekeeping technology at dartconnect.com. Very easy websites to remember. We'll look ahead again. Our next 5-1 doubles match, Bruce Robbins and Tom Sawyer versus Pat McKeon and Mike Zaccagni, and after them for Suicide 9, Dave Walsh and JWoww versus Jeff Bellew and Steve St. Cyr for the Flight Fighters. On the DartConnect scoreboard, I'll just point out a couple of things. That 3 next to the gold 20 on Tommy Curtin's side will tell you that he hit that 20. He hit the double with the 3rd dart. Below that, we have in the big white numbers the leg average for the last leg that they played. Both teams even on that at 56. And next to that, in the small numbers where it says team, that is the Team 01 average for the entire match. We've only played 3 5-on-1 so far, so that's 73 for Suicide 9 and 77 for the Flight Fighters.
They say ask Jason the first at work. It's like, hey, she says it was a guy that had.
Thanks again to all of you tuning in for tonight's match. Live streaming equipment and services are brought to us by Adam Sherlock, captain of the Flight Fighters. And looks like we're about to shoot the bull for the second 501. Flight Fighters open up this 501 in style. 100 to start, 140. Second turn by Mike Zakotny. Suicide 9 stuck in the 40s. Bruce Robbins now trying to break out of that 40 zone. Breaks ice for the 9 on that trip 20 with an 85. Pat McKeon continuing the onslaught of that trip 20, but it's in there kind of loose. He's not sure if he wants to throw at it, but he does anyways. Comes away with a ton. Very fortunate not to knock out that trip 20. Suicide 9 Captain Tom Sawyer now peppering that trip 20, not able to get it in there. Mike Zakotny, the first slack turn for the Flight Fighters in this leg. Bruce Robbins getting his team out of that funk with a 140. Finally gets 10 points ahead of the Flight Fighters. Started out so well for the Flight Fighters. Pretty much a level game now with Suicide 9. Tom Sawyer with a 130 finish. Can't go out now. Nothing but breakfast. Mike Zakotny, 91 now, trip 17, hits it, tops now, 220s. A little high to the left above that double 5, but puts the Flight Fighters in good position to win this leg. Bruce Robbins now, the 104. Should start off on the 18s. 50 left now. Either hit single 18 or single 10. Hit single 10 to leave tops. 220s for the win. Couldn't pull the rug out from the Flight Fighters. Pat McKeon now needs 2 tops. Ooh. Leaves 22 10s for the win. Picks it up with a third dart. Flight Fighters pick up the first leg of this best of 3. Would have been a shame for them to lose it the way they started out so strong. Mugs away now for Suicide 9. And Bruce Robbins to start out. Bruce zeroed in those first 2 darts on that trip 20, but only can come away with 81. Pat McKeon keeping the pressure on with some high scores of his own. Best, Bruce is 81 with a ton. Sawyer starting to make some noise now. 125. Trying to pull away. They need this one. They need every point they can get at this point. Solid ton for Zuccotti. Flight Fighters starting off this leg the way they started off the last one. But the 9 measuring up a little bit better. $47 for Bruce. PMAC unable to keep his foot on the gas. Still neck and neck in the score here. Sawyer hoping to change that up and get down to it out first. Picks up a third dart trip, 20 for a ton. And they're sitting on a 148 finish. Mike Zuccotti needs at least a ton here to do the same for his team. Needs a trip. Unable, just 60. Bruce Robbins here. He can't take this out, which he can. Looking to leave his partner Sawyer something nice to finish. $80 with the first 2 darts, 68 left, looking for another 60, just a single 20, leaves 48. Highly serviceable finish for Tom Sawyer. PMAC just looking to set up. Just a 41. Sawyer here looking to force a rubber in this set. Gets a 16 with his first dart. Goes double-double to win that leg, and we're tied up at 1 in this set. Forcing a rubber will now shoot the cork to see who shoots first in this third leg. Sawyer to shoot first for the cork. Gets a single. Looks like he clicked the double ring. PMAC nearly dead center to steal the start away from the 9. And he's going to look here to pump up at least an 80 plus or ton plus start. Keep that pressure on. Just a little low. Getting closer. Oh, straight into that 555. Good effort, but just a 55. Bruce Robbins looking to top that. Hopefully get a ton plus of his own. Snags that trip with his first dart. 140 for Bruce Robbins. Just a 28 for Mike Zuccotti, and the Flight Fighters are falling further behind. Tom Sawyer could start to put him in a vice with a big trip here on the third dart. Just 60. PMAC a little blocked out on that trip. Switches to the 9s. Just a 46 it looks like. Bruce Robbins, another chance to put some distance between him and the Flight Fighters. Picks up where he left off the last turn. Triple machine is Robbins at the 121 there to follow his last turn of a 140. And just a 36 for Zuccotti, and Sawyer sitting on 180 here. 140 would be a nice setup. Leaving the triples for Bruce though. PMAC just outside the trip, not able to hit it now. Bruce Robbins, 135 left. Look to see him start out on the bull with his first dart. And guarantee a 2-dart finish with a single if he hits it. Oop, looks like he chooses to go for a bigger score triple instead of the bowl, with the Flight Fighters not on a finish. Very conservative 59 there to leave Sawyer 76. Connie wakes up a little bit with a ton, but still not on a finish with 176 to the 976. Sawyer does not need a triple to take this out. Hits one anyways, 2 8s for the set win. No worries, as PMAC cannot finish 176. Bruce Robbins right behind him. PMAC's going to make them think about it with a nice setup. Bruce Robbins just 2 8s here for the set win. Wants to grab this point for his team. Hits it on the first dart, and Suicide 9 picks up another set point. Match score now 8 points for the Flight Fighters, and Suicide 9 is closing the gap with their 6 point. They've won both points so far on offer tonight. In our race to 13, we are now to our third doubles 5-on-1. We have coming up for Suicide 9, Dave Walsh and Jay Wow versus the Flight Fighters, Jeff Bellevue and Steve St. Cyr. Once again, Suicide 9 is closing the gap, having won the first 2 points of the evening. Our championship score is now Flight Fighters 8, Suicide 9 6. Flight Fighters looking to pick up their first point of the evening and trying to stave off Suicide 9, trying to keep them from tying them up. So far proving a difficult proposition. Once again, thanks to all of our viewers tuning in for tonight's Minuteman Dart League Super A State Championship Finals. This is Greg Tong with Minuteman Dart League, the world's largest steel tip league. I'd like to thank our league sponsors, Red Eye Rhino and Dart World and Dart Connect for providing the scorekeeping technology. Find out more about Dart Connect and how you can use it for effortless scorekeeping, automatic stats, and really cool stuff like broadcasting your match scoreboard over DCTV. Find out more about that at dartconnect.com. This is our final doubles 5-on-1 before we start up our 3 sets of doubles cricket. Suicide 9 has won the first 2 matches, first 2 sets of the match, which ensures that we go at least 1 deep into the 3-on-1 singles. Once again, our match coming up for Suicide 9 is going to be Dave Walsh and JWoww versus, for the Flight Fighters, Jeff Bellevue and Steve St. Cyr. Alright, the players are bumping fists to indicate the start of this set. Dave Walsh now to open up shot for the bowl for Suicide 9. Steve St. Cyr to follow for the Flight Fighters. Dave Walsh's shot not in the bowl, but looks like it's a slight blocker. Doesn't bother Steve St. Cyr. Puts one in the single, and Flight Fighters to open up to start. Game on in this first 5-1 of our third double set. Flight Fighters have yet to win a point on the night. Excuse me, it's Jeff Bellevue to start for the Flight Fighters. Strong ton by Jeff Bellevue. Dave Walsh trying to find room to fit into that trip 20. Can only get some singles. St. Cyr with a strong third dart after those first two. Just missed trip 20. Keeps the scoring up for the Flight Fighters. JWoww again, solid 60, but not matching the Flight Fighters scoring. Bellevue, who opened up with a ton. You can tell by the position of his darts, he is dialed in on that trip 20, but still can only hit 60. Excellent look, however. Steve St. Cyr making lemonade out of lemons with a trip 20 on his third dart. Flight Fighters almost to a finish. JWoww finally hits a trip 20 for the Suicide 9. Comes away with 83, still not on a finish. Still a little bit back, 67 points behind the Flight Fighters. Not insurmountable. Bellevue blocking himself out on that trip 20. Moves over a little bit, still can only get 60. Dave Walsh looking to set up his partner with something that resembles a finish. Big trip 20 first start, he should get to a finish now. 140 for Dave Walsh to leave 117. Finally takes the lead away from the Flight Fighters. Steve St. Cyr here. 80 with the first two darts. Can't tell if that's a triple. If it is, he's shooting for the bowl. At least 35, I'm guessing. A decent two-dart finish for his partner, but JWoww now with a chance at 117. 2 5s. Just 30 points for JWoww. Jeff Beal here, 35 left, looking to set it up. First dart into the 19 or the 3. Leaves him 32 or 16. Big fat area to score in. Hits the 3, 2 16s, green bit. Second dart nails it. The doubling in last Tuesday's match and tonight's match so far has been superlative. Mugs away now for Suicide 9. Dave Walsh to start off. Again, this is a straight in game. Best of 3 in Super A of Minuteman Dart League. Just a 45 for Walsh does not send a message there. An uphill climb now if the 9 are going to sweep the 5-on-1s. Bellevue not as good as the ton start of the last leg, but an 81 will do. Wow, huge triple on that third dart to make something out of that turn. Not a ton, but 96 is essentially close enough. What a ton for Steve St. Cyr. So much for moral victories. Walsh, super unlucky, not able to pick up triples on his darts. Still comes away with 51, not a terrible score, but ordinary by his standard. Jaywell starting to pick up some of the slack here. Needs that ton. Just a 40 for St. Cyr. Huge opportunity here for Dave Walsh to help out his partner and start setting it up. Just a single 5. Makes up for a trip 22nd dart. 85 does what he needs, puts him in an out range. Bellevue here looking for a ton to leave a Shanghai for his partner. Picks up 80. Oh, into the 1 on that third dart. Not as handy a finish, but still on 139 for St. Cyr. Jaywell 104 left with 2 darts. Trip 18 second dart just misses at 86 now. Trip 18 to leave 32. Leaves 68 instead. Steve St. Cyr very tough out here. 139. Had to have a triple, but hits a 1. Gets a tongue wag out of him. Second dart triple, but not really any solace from that. 79 total. Neck and neck here in the scoring column. Dave Walsh looking for a trip 20. 48 left now. 16 or an 8. Leaves 32 with a third dart. Nails it. Makes up for some shoddy scoring by finishing quickly. Forces the rubber. Now going to the bull to see who shoots first for this all-important tie-breaking leg. St. Cyr for the Flight Fighters. Smack dab in the middle. We've seen a lot of double bulls on the diddle so far tonight. That one probably the most central. And a tie by Dave Walsh. Not quite as in the middle, but it's still a tie. And follows that up with a single. Steve St. Cyr looks like he's going to leave it in there, even though it looks like a bit of a blocker. Hits the lower part, tied up again. We're going for our third bull shot here. Reverse order once again. No bull there for St. Cyr. Wide open cork for Mr. Walsh. Hits a double for good measure. And Suicide 9 looking to pick up their third point in a row. Complete this 5-on-1 sweep for tonight's match. Dave Walsh to start. Sneaks in 1 triple there. 2 slack darts into the single 1, but a 62, he'll take that. Bellevue gets a triple, but it's a trip 3. Jaywell continuing to hit triples, but still a little bit low scoring there with a 76. St. Cyr on his way to a 140. Gives his side hope to get their first point of the evening. Dave Walsh just a 23 there in reply. Bellevue looking to keep that pressure on. Wanted a ton, but the 81 is still big. JWoww here needing a ton plus to get it back to level. Comes away with a ton. Neck and neck in the score again. St. Cyr 130, strong scoring continues. Nearly gets them under 100, but on a finish nonetheless. Dave Walsh here looking for at least a ton. Too many fives, too many ones for Suicide 9. A 45 there, and they're still not on a finish with Bellevue looking at 101. Big, huge first start. Triple 20, 41 left. He takes a step back. Main options here, throw a 9 to leave double 16, or a 1 to leave tops. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess he's going to go for the 9. 2 16s now. Just outside. Finishing so strong this evening, you'd think he would have hit that. Still, they will have at least 3 more darts for St. Cyr to hit this. JWoww is at 45. They'll most likely have 6 darts left now with a big ask on the 9 side. Ooh, so close. Scaring it. And third dart for the drama. Steve St. Cyr picks up Flight Fighter's first point of the evening. And the Flight Fighters pick up the final 501 to make our match score now Flight Fighters 9, Flight Fighters 9, Suicide 9, 6 in our race to 13. That's it for our 501 doubles. We'll now get started with our doubles cricket. Each doubles cricket is best of 3. Our first matchup will be for Suicide 9, Tom Curtin and Mark Cronin. Tom Curtin again leaving his usual partner Tom Sawyer to shake it up here a little bit. Tom Curtin playing with Mark Cronin versus the Flight Fighters Avery Barry and Billy Franklin. Thanks again to all of our viewers watching our broadcast of the Minuteman Dart League Super State Finals. This is Greg Tong with Minuteman Dart League, world's largest steel tip league.
Good job, Frank.
It's been pretty good so far.
75 people watching.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Chat?
It's just that. After last Tuesday, we expected Suicide 9 to come out guns a-blazing, and they have done so for the most part so far, picking up 2 of the first 3 points of the evening to make the match score Flight Fighters 9, Suicide 9, 6. Suicide 9 needing to sweep the Crickets to tie the score up and put a lot of pressure here on the home team Flight Fighters going into the 301s. Having won 2 of the first 3 legs, first 3 points of the evening, that means we are going to have to go at least as deep as 1 into the 301s. players are now switching their mindset from one over to cricket. Much more intense strategy ahead of us. And we hope to see some really epic battles coming up. 4 high-powered players in this first matchup: Tom Curtin and Mark Cronin, as well as Avery Barry and Billy Franklin. Once again, we'd like to thank Dart Connect for providing scoreboard technology that has fueled the scoreboard for all of Minuteman Dart League's recent live video streams. You can also see Dart Connect scoreboards embedded into many other tournament scoreboards, including Virginia Beach, and this weekend playing the Championship Dart Circuits event number 3 and 4 live from Cleveland. They'll have live streams all Saturday and Sunday. You can check that out on champdarts.com or search for Championship Dart Circuit on YouTube. Alright, we've just started our opening cricket between the Flight Fighters and Suicide 9 with a 7 mark by Avery Barry. Alright, we apologize for some slight technical difficulties. We had to resync our video pictures. Back now at the opening cricket between the Flight Fighters and Suicide 9. Tommy Curtin's slamming the door a little bit here in this. 30-point lead for Suicide 9. 3 numbers open for the Flight Fighters, and we're on to the Bulls. Curtin here, very efficient, 2 darts to close down that bull. Suicide 9 wins the opening cricket leg. Again, best of 3. Cork every leg. Avery Barry now shooting the bull. Comes away with a single. Tommy Curtin asks for it to be pulled. Ties it up with a single of his own. Throw again, reverse order. 5.5 mark per round average for the Suicide 9 in that first leg of cricket to 3.5 marks for the Flight Fighters.
Come on, boys! Come on, boys!
Flight Fighters win the bull. Avery Barry to start. Oh, did I have that wrong? No, I'm sorry. The 9 and Tommy Curtin to start off. Five mark for Tommy Curtin. Excellent opening cricket. Closes up that 20, 40 points. Avery now needing 6 to get back ahead on the 19s. Blocks himself out. Still manages to pick up 4. Cronin unable to shut down that 19, so he third darts a trip 20. Greatly increases their point lead to 81. Franklin only able to pull away with 38 points with 2 19s. Curtin now just needs 2 to shut that down. Back up top for more points. Oh, chooses to close instead. Take away another number. Bigger impact on that close than more points, I would say. Avery just 3 17s, picks up another close number, but not enough. He needs points. Cronin misses that first dart, so right away back for points and a bull on that third dart. Trying to shrink the scoreboard on the Flight Fighters. Seven mark for Billy Franklin on the 17s. Gets them ahead on the points, but they still have those 20s and 18s open. Curtin only able to get 2. Keeps the door crack open for Avery Barry. Avery needs triples to take advantage of this, though. 2 singles. Just a 10-point lead, and not enough. Cronin just 2 20s. Suicide 9 maybe falling into the trap of a little bit of complacency with 2 numbers that they can point on. Billy Franklin's going to make them think twice about that. Increases the lead to 55 points. Curtin needs 3 20s to get that back. Picks a trip up on his second dart. 7 20s for 140 points. Avery needs to score big here with these darts. Nothing with the first 2. Curtin now can take his time closing that 17. Pressure now off. There's 3 solid singles, and Billy's going to have to find a new number. Blocks himself out on the 16, so he switches over to the 5s, close it up, but that's it. That was a round of 9, but only one of those triples counted. Curtin right off trying to take away that number. Able to throw 3 singles. Board virtually disappearing now for the Flight Fighters. Oh, unlucky block out on that trip 16. Moves over and sticks it. Still not really enough. Nine just singling their way to the end of this leg. Billy unable to convert any bowls off that turn. Curtin now just needing 2. Writing is on the wall. One dart is all it takes for Tommy Curtin to close out this leg and the set. Pick up another point for Suicide 9. And our match score is now Flight Fighters 9. Suicide 9 getting closer again. 7 within 2 points now of the Flight Fighters. And we will now go into our second doubles cricket for Suicide 9. Tom Sawyer and Bruce Robbins versus Mike Zakodny and Pat McKeon for the Flight Fighters. So far for the 9, splitting up the 2 Toms is working out. They've won both of the legs, or all 3 of the legs so far that the Toms have been in. We'll see if that continues in the next set with Tom Sawyer and Bruce Robbins. I'd like to thank our host, the Saugus VFW, for their hospitality. They are the sponsors of Super A State Championship finalists, the Flight Fighters. One special thing you might need to know if you come and watch a match here is pick up some of the free bread. If you visit, you'll know what I mean. It started to go out of phase, but then I reloaded it, and it was fine.
I usually fix it. 84 watts? I think that's a pretty good amount.
It's going pretty well, too.
3.5, a little over.
Where do you see that?
Right there.
Oh.
0.6?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Not this bad.
Yeah. Only by 2. I'd like to give a shout out to Levi Remick and Kim Balcom, proud parents of a newborn Haley, who are at home watching the match on their big screen TV up on the wall. I'm sure the baby is feigning much interest to make Daddy happy. Players are still warming up. We are just about to start our second cricket matchup for Suicide 9, Tom Sawyer and Bruce Robbins, Flight Fighters Mike Zakodny and Pat McKeon. Getting a little nervy right now for the Flight Fighters, having only picked up a single match point so far tonight. Score a little closer than they would have hoped after having started out 8-4. Now just a 2-point margin. Flight Fighters 9, Suicide 9, 7. Leads evaporate like nothing in the Minuteman Dart League playoffs. Again, some excellent averages in the cricket so far. 4.4 total cricket averages for Suicide 9 as a team. 3.3 for the Flight Fighters. We are shooting the bow right now for this next cricket. Mike Zakodny's single beats Tom Sawyer's outside shot. Zuccotti now up for the first turn. Big triple first start. 620s. Looks like he's shooting for the 18 on that third dart. Hit the 1. Still close up the 20s and 60 points. Can't ask for too much better than that. Sawyer, nice answer with 5 19s. Pat McKeon just shuts down the 19. Pretty much par for that turn. Take away the 9's number. Bruce Robbins now for his first turn of the leg. Steps up for his first turn. 2 numbers already gone. Seven 18s for Bruce Robbins. Takes the lead back. Forces Zuccotti to shoot the 20s. 5 20s or 100 points. Sawyer now needs a 6 mark to get the lead back ahead and close down the 20s. Gets the 6 mark. Triples galore coming out now, even the ones that don't count. Round at 9, but only 1 triple counts for Pat McKeon. Absolutely no solace in the fact that he closed down a new number. Can only think about those 2 in the trip 3. Bruce Robbins going all points. He's got the bigger number. Five 17s for Zuccotti. We have quite the average going on so far in this leg. 4.4 marks per round for the Flight Fighters, 5.3 for Suicide 9. You can see that at the top of your scoreboard. Getting a little stuck on these 2 numbers now. Both sides can score points but cannot close the other team's number. Big trip on the first start could help Bruce change that. A little bit low. Big trip on the second. Just 3. Zuccotti gets ahead with the first start in the triple. Just misses the trip 18. Another single 17 for 68 total. Oh, no, it's 7. That is not correct. Straight triple by the scorekeeper. Writes the score. Just 381 total points for the Flight Fighters. Tommy with 4 gets ahead on the points with that triple. Adds more to the score with another single. $53-point differential in the score. PMAC needs at least 4 17s to get the points back. Hit a triple almost every single other time, but not this time. Just 3 singles and just shy 2 points in the point column. Bruce Robbins now with an opportunity to take that 17 away. Still only 2-point lead. If it's a single or misses the first start, he may just go right back up to the 18s for points. Or he might just start with points. Let's take a look. Starts with the points, taking no chances. But Bad Karma says 111. Staying on it. can't see that second dart. And Karma again goes to the points but misses. Punished by Zakani with a trip dart first dart. Trip 17. 6 17s and 1 18. For emphasis. 100 point differential now. Tom's got to make this up all on the 18s. Needs at least only 2. Pat McKeon just needs 2 18s to shut that down. Trying to aim fat, but hitting the 4, decides to switch. Comes away with nothing. Huge, huge turn and opportunity for Bruce Robbins. Let out of jail on this turn. Still has to hit triples. Hits 2 trip 18s with the first 2 darts. Is he gonna go for more points or take a shot at that trip 17? Let's find out. Not a lot of room in that trip 18, but he finds it anyways. 9 mark on the 18s for Bruce Robbins. Talk about flipping the score. Mike Zakani, you know, slouched with his first 2 darts, 4 17s. Hits 7 or hits 5, and 5 is not enough. Sawyer now needs to shut down this 17. Takes away the 17 from the Flight Fighters. Huge turn of events. A 9 mark by Bruce Robbins flips the score completely around. Pat McKeon has to start over again with a new number on the 16th. Hits 4. The score is still very close. But for the Flight Fighters, it's going to require a miss to get back into contention. Bruce Robbins has not been missing. Bruce Robbins doesn't even blink and hits 6 more 18s. He has hit 5 triple 18s in his last 6 starts. Zakani doing everything he can to keep the score close. But his number's a little smaller. Sawyer just misses that 16, gonna point now. Misses the 18. Misses everything. And we've seen everything in this, like huge turns and big misses. P-Mac in the corner of the trip 7. Very unlucky. Could have really used 48 points there. Now he's too high and just on the wire. Can't get ahead on the points. Bruce Robbins back up again now. Gotta think he's gonna try for a close. 27-point lead. Gotta try at least the first dart for a close. Nothing there, so back to the points. 4 18s. And maybe he should stay on that 18, even with a 27-point lead. Nightmare last couple of turns for Sawyer. Both sides unable to convert opportunities now. Bruce Robbins would do well to finally get rid of this 16. Neither side can close the other side's number. And again, we're stuck. 18s and 16s this time. Lots of trips right in the corner, neighbor. And there is a force field on that 16 right now. Sawyer decides to skip it altogether, move on to the 15s. Can't blame him. Look at that one shot at the 16 and he can't blame him. McKeon now faced with an ever-shrinking board. Has to go 16s as much as he doesn't want to. Finally hits a trip, but only a trip. Takes the point lead, but again, behind two numbers, 18s and 15s this time. Bruce has to get the points back, but desperately wants to close that 16. No good fortune that time. The 18's deserting Bruce Robbins now. Huge opportunity for Zakotny now to shut that down. Closes it down with the first two darts. Can point again with the third one, but opts for the 15s. Just gets one. Leaves the door open for Sawyer here. Sawyer gets the points back on the 15th and shuts down the 16 with a huge triple. 51-point differential. That's 3 bull difference. Flight Fighters needing 3 extra bulls to win this. Pat McKeon 3 singles. Gets them that much closer to having the opportunity to win. Bruce Robbins here just needs 3 bulls. But lots of pressure for every dart he misses. Ooh. Miles away on that 15 for Bruce Robbins. Zakotny using that to pump up his bulls. Comes away with 4 and flips this score again. Sawyer now in a point deficit. Needs at least 3 15s to get the points back. Only 3. Pat McKeon just needing a single bull and 2 15s to win this opening leg. Chooses to go for it with the third dart. Gets him just 1 mark closer to closing that 15. Bruce Robbins now needs a single 15 and 3 bulls. Most likely opt for all 15s, try to get as many as he can, and we've broken the 1,000-point barrier on the Flight Fighters side. Way low on that first dart, just a single second dart. Needs a triple, does not hit it. Just 1 and 1 needed for Zakotny now. Needs a single bull. Single bull for the win. Hits it. And the Flight Fighters pick up that marathon first leg. That was just the first leg of a best-of-3 cricket. Now we will shoot for the bull. There's the point breakdown on your screen right now from that last leg. And your announcer will be right back after a quick pee break.
You have to do his hair.
All right, we are back in this second leg. Looks like we haven't missed too much action so far. It's like where we just left off in that last leg. Lots of pointing. We predicted some fireworks. We got fireworks in that last leg. 1,000-point cricket game. Hopefully we won't get too stuck on these two numbers for as long as the last one. That was probably about a 20-plus minute cricket leg. And Bruce shuts down that 19. Another round of 9, but only one triple count. I've seen that from him at least 3 or 4 times so far this evening. Sawyer 3 solid singles, just trying to stay ahead of the flight fighters. Connie a big 5 there. Gets a new number, gets closer in points. Will come in very handy if Bruce can't close it out in this turn. Bruce not liking how close the points are.
Did you lose the screen for a little while?
A little bit, yeah.
It's back. It's back. No, my wife never watches it ever. She watches. What the fuck? Screen died.
Special note for Mrs. Jeff Bellevue. Hopefully we can keep the stream going for you. Can't let you miss any of the action here. Again, we're doing our best to keep these streams synced and flowing well on the YouTube channel. Just put a comment in the comment section on the right side of the screen if you have any type of difficulties. Mike Zuccotti there with a huge triple 20 on that third dart. Takes that number away from the Suicide 9. Caps off a huge round of 9. Flight Fighter is now poised to win this leg and the set. Bruce Robinson and 9 going to need a similarly large turn 7, 8, 9 mark to flip this around again. Just one there for Bruce. PMAC, 4 16s, 3 15s, shutting the door emphatic fashion. Bulls only left for a Suicide 9. They're going to need a lot of them. Sawyer doing his best. 3 there in the first 2 darts. Has to move over. He can't see the double anymore. Picks up a 16, so not a wasted dart. Looked like a 16. Was I wrong? Nope, was a 16. A little stutter to the finish line there for Zaccani. Final dart's always the last to hit. Suicide 9 still needs quite a few here to get back in contention. P-Mac breaks ice on the Bulls. Gets a double with the 3rd dart. Closes out this set of cricket. Flight Fighters pick up their 2nd point of the evening, moving the cheese just a little bit further away from Suicide 9. And that makes our championship round score now 10 points for the Flight Fighters, 7 points for Suicide 9. That concludes our 2nd set of doubles cricket. Our 3rd set coming up, we have for Suicide 9, Dave Walsh and Jay Wow versus the Flight Fighters, Steve St. Cyr and Jeff Bellevue. 2 teams have not disappointed so far tonight. Some excellent quality matches. Both teams averaging above 70 for the 0-1s and above 3.5 marks or so for the Crickets. About the averages you would expect in a team game that has different levels of 0-1 in it. Once again, this is Greg Tong with Minuteman Dart League. You're watching our Super A State Championship Finals matchup between Flight Fighters and Suicide 9. Special thanks to our league sponsors, Red Eye Rhino and Dart World, and to Dart Connect for providing our scorekeeping technology. As well, special thanks to our host for the evening, Saugus VFW, home of the Flight Fighters. And thanks to Leo at the Barn in Amesbury, who hosted the opening night of this championship match last Tuesday in Amesbury. Quick correction before we proceed. Just want to say it's pronounced Haley Remick, not Hallie Remick. Haley like Haley Berry, I'm guessing. Sorry about that, Levi and Kim. We will try to do better in the future. gonna see how many times I can mess up this baby's name. What?
You need anything?
No, I'm good. We're about to start. Alright, looks like we're starting up our third and final doubles cricket. Steve St. Cyr won the bull for the Flight Fighters and opens up. Hey Chris, how's it going? Just 2 singles for St. Cyr. Doesn't come away with the needed close to prevent Suicide 9 from doing what Dave Walsh has just done. Close it up and grab the points. 5 mark for Dave Walsh. Belvey closes up those 19s. JWoww unable to do much damage on those, so he goes back to the points. St. Cyr now an opportunity to get himself ahead here. He's got to hit some triple 19s. Dave Walsh finally does the trick, closes down that 19 and picks up another triple 20. Moving further ahead of the Flight Fighters now. Belvey manages to pick up trip 18, that third dart. Still back behind by about 64 points, while JWoww takes away that 18. Five mark there for St. Cyr, so they are chipping away. Score a bit closer now. Dave Walsh taking away that 17. 9 just needing singles now to stay ahead. Bellevue needing triples to get ahead. Just 116. No pressure on JWoww. He picks up bonus points on that 16 on the way to closing in and a single 15. Hope's dimming now for the Flight Fighters. They need some big turns here to turn it around. That is not going to do it. And Steve St. Cyr now looking ahead to the next leg, I think. Considering this one all but gone. Dave Walsh just going about his business. And yeah, Flight Fighters got to look to the next leg now. JWoww just needs one bull to finish this up. Just takes one dart, and we are on to the second leg. St. Cyr to shoot the bull for the Flight Fighters. Smack dab center double bull there for St. Cyr. Dave Walsh opts to leave it in and aim at it. Flight fighters to start out. St. Cyr to open up. Needs a much bigger, stronger turn here if they're going to have a chance to win this set. Down one leg so far. Didn't really have a shot in that first leg. Again, just 2 singles for St. Cyr. Door wide open for Walsh if he can get another 4 or 5 marks in his opening turn. Just 3, but much better than leaving it open. Bellevue not even looking at it. Uses his second dart to close up that 20. Can't get the trip 19 on the third dart. A little pressure on Jaywall to close this down. Gets it with the first dart. Now he can point. Great 4 marks on that 19. Draws first blood, makes Steve St. Cyr hit 5 here if he wants to get back ahead. 6 in his first 2 darts. Going to close down that 19 with his third dart. Huge turn by St. Cyr to flip the score around. Gets a number to point on and the point lead. Dave Walsh, 5 17s. Not enough for the point lead. Bellevue hitting the triples this leg. 5 18s for 90 points. Steve St. Cyr now, no pressure to try to close up this 17. Ooh, a little stray there on the second dart. He may switch to points with the third dart. Comes away with no 18s either. Big opportunity for Dave Walsh if he can light up the triples. Just low on that trip 17. Good marker, but still can't hit the trip. Moves way over to the right side. That does the trick. Takes back the point lead. Bellevue still has 18s. Hits 5 of his own, and his number is bigger. 62-point difference. Jaywall covers that in the first 2 darts. Can't pick up the trip. 8. We have this seesaw topsy-turvy positioning right now between these 2 numbers, the 18s and the 17s. Someone's got to close the other person's number. Steve St. Cyr just needs one more 17 to shut that down. Does it. Is first to close the other team's number. We'll see how the 9 and Dave Walsh respond. Now back behind by 12 points. And the 18 open. Tough trip 7 there with his second dart. Walsh thinking about it. Pacing back and forth, rocking those matching sneakers. Decides to switch over to the 15s, but just comes up with 1 there. 2 blocked out on the 16s, I guess. Bellevue, huge 4 16s and another 18 points. JWoww all over that 15. Only get 2 singles. 2 singles total. Play fighters can assert themselves here. Closes down 15s with the first dart. One bull can end the game with a double, but is blocked out a little bit. Gets another single. Is looking likely like we are headed for a rubber leg. Unless Dave Walsh can throw in a couple double bulls here. Bellevue cleans up the bulls with his first dart, and we are on to a rubber leg. Double bull. Almost dead center for Dave Walsh. Steve St. Cyr now on the other end of a double bull. It's opts to have that one pulled. Not even close, and Suicide 9 will open up this rubber leg of cricket. Hugely important opening turn in this rubber leg. You want to close and get points right away. Needs the triple here to get points. Comes away with the close, about the minimum need here. St. Cyr, will he go to close or will he go ahead on the 19s? He's going to go ahead on 19s, I'm guessing. Needs to have a number of their own. Gets that trip on the third dart. Thinking about that third dart. Should I close the 20? Could be huge. Is a little blocked out on that 19. Goes for it anyways, picks up 5. Breaks ice on the points first. JWoww needing 2 20s to get that back ahead. Ooh. Gets the minimum. Bellevue now with a big opportunity. Hopefully get a trip with his first dart. No, so he'll stay there. Gets that trip on his third dart. 93-point lead now. Dave Walsh needing 5 20s here. Well on his way with a trip. Passed it with 2 trips. Single 19 for good measure. Would have really liked a trip 19 on there. Would have really flipped the score around. St. Cyr now needing at least 2 19s to get the point lead back. Trip 9 makes up for that first slack dart. 76 points total. 49-point lead. JWoww now needing 3 20s. Three singles. He's just getting the minimum when he needs it. Gets the point lead back, but no headway on the 19s. Bellevue now big trip on that first dart, so he'll go back up to the 20s, closes it with the second dart. Yells at himself, but doesn't score with the third. Still does his damage with 2 darts. Takes an emphatic lead in this rubber. Dave Walsh now facing the 18s and needing quite a bit here. Needs at least 6 to get ahead. Only 3. Closes it up, so now he's got to hope Steve St. Cyr does not close up those 18s. Let it give his partner a chance to get some points on it. Steve going the point route here. Knows it's a rubber, doesn't want to give the 9 any hope at all. Comes away with 76 points. making the mountain a little bit higher on the 18s for JWoww. Just 2. Bellevue snatches the first dart shooting at the 18s, but uses the next 2 for 4 19s and 76 more points. They are creating quite a distance now in the point column. Dave Walsh, 7 mark on the 18. Gets them 36 points away from the point lead. Changes the tone of this just a little bit. St. Cyr still with an advantage with a bigger number. Annoyed at himself for that trip 7. All over the 19, still only 2 singles. 74-point differential. JWoww just a single 18. Jeff Bellevue closes it out with 1 dart. Back to the 19s for more points. Unhappy with his 19s, but huge 18 close. Dave Walsh really starting to heat up now. 7 mark on those 7s. He is not going to go quietly. He's going to keep this close by himself. St. Cyr probably going to point. Close enough to be 7 or 9 19s, but only 5. JWoww keeps them all in the 17s, but 3 singles. The 51-point differential here. Bellevue pounding those 19s, keeping the points high. Really doesn't want Walsh's triples to flip it on him. Differential is 73 points. Needs a triple here. Does pick it up. Steve St. Cyr with the point lead only needs 2 single 17s. Take that number away. 19s for points. Would have liked a triple there, but 19's still good. Hope's fading here for the 9 if they can't start peppering the triples and catching up. Close here by Bellevue on the 16s would be huge. Just 2 19s. 99-point differential. Still makes it very difficult for Walsh to catch up. Dave doing everything he can. Blocked out on that 16's. Got to move over on the hockey. Too low on that second dart. Moving over to the other side now. As he got himself enough room. Oh. Looks like a single. 4 total, not enough. St. Cyr shuts it down with his first dart. Too high on the 15s, so back to 19s for more points. We have a 70-point differential now. JWoww finally hits a triple. Might be too little, too late. Gotta hope the Flight Fighters miss a few times. Bellevue does no such thing. Walsh is wishing he had a triple bowl to throw at now. And one dart is all Steve St. Cyr needs to take this set of cricket, the final doubles cricket of the evening. Bring the Flight Fighters score up to 10 to Suicide 9-7. Flight Fighters now 2 points away from a championship win. Now that we're finished with our doubles cricket, we will open up with our singles 301. Each 301 is a best of 3, double in, double out. And our opening matchup will be with Suicide 9's Tom Curtin versus the Flight Fighters' Avery Barry.
Come on, Avery!
Did you see what I said to Levi? I called the baby Hank. So that I posted it on my page. And I said I named the hired guns. Now I've named your child. Are they that close? Or am I just seeing?
I don't know. That's what it is. In the big view.
109.
9. Alright, thanks again to all of our viewers watching our live video stream of the Minuteman Dart League Super A State Championship Finals. We have about 108 viewers watching live right now. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. My name is Greg Tong with the Minuteman Dart League. Special thanks to our league sponsors again, Red Eye Rhino and Dart World, and to Dart Connect for providing the scorekeeping technology for tonight's live stream video broadcast. For more information on Red Eye Rhino and Dart World, please give them your support as they make everything that Minuteman Dart League does possible. Go to Red Eye Rhino at redeyerhino.com and Dart World at dartworld.com. For more information on Dart Connect and find out how you can use it for playing at home, out at the pub, in league, at tournaments, go to dartconnect.com. Alright, we are just about to start up with our first 3-on-1 best of 3 set between Tom Curtin and Avery Barry. The away team will start all odd-numbered legs. This is the first leg, so Suicide 9 to start is Tommy Curtin for the double. He's in with a double one and stays on that one for a massive 4-in, getting a little ribbing from his teammates, but an in is an in. Avery eclipses that 4-in with a double top and a single 5 of his own. We expect the averages to start creeping up from this point. Solid 60 by Barry.
See, this is the look I didn't get to see.
Neither side has yet to hit a triple in this leg. First triple there by Avery Barry, second dart. Leaves himself 120, the Shanghai finish. Tommy Curtin here trying to set himself up. Gets that trip 20 first start, another trip 20 second. There, got 58 left in the single 18 to leave tops. Put some pressure on Barry to hit the Shanghai with that 40 looming for Tommy Curtin. Just needs a triple and a single here with the first two darts. Can't finish now. 114 left after two. Trip 19 with that third dart. 57 left for Avery. Curtin here now just needs two tops to win the first leg. First dart for Tommy Curtin, no problem at all. And Tommy Curtin takes the first leg of this 301. Avery Barry mugs away now. Gets it with his third dart. Game on now, second leg for the Flight Fighters. Tommy Curtin hoping to do a little better than 4 in like he did the last leg, even though he won that leg. Avery now here with an opportunity to increase his lead with Tommy not getting in. Just on top of that triple. Curtin too low, too high, and right in the double 18. Just needed to switch his number up a little bit. Game on now for both sides. Avery cannot keep his darts out of that one. Picks up a trip 20 with the third dart. Needed that after the first two. On a finish now, 156. Big triple in that last dart for Tommy to leave himself the big 170 finish. Avery now trying to take this out. Trip 20 first dart leaves 96. Trip 5 second dart. Can't finish now. 81 left. Hits the trip 19, leaves 24. 132 scored. Just has to hope Tommy does not pull off this big finish. Can't finish now. 90 left. We'll either go bull or 18s. Opts for the bull, leaves 65 on his side of the scoreboard. Avery now with a chance to even up the set with two 12s. Now needs two 6s. Hits a single and leaves a total of 6. Tommy Curtin now can clean this up with a bull. Leaves tops now for the point. 220s for the point. Nails it with his third dart. And Suicide 9 comes away with the first 301. Match score now, Flight Fighters 11, Suicide 9 8 in our race to 13. And we will be back in just a moment. These 301s go very, very fast. Our next 301 matchup is for Suicide 9 Mark Cronin versus Flight Fighters Billy Franklin. Our match score again, race to 13, Flight Fighters 11, Suicide 9 8. Suicide 9 looking to pick up more and more points, keep their hopes alive. Each side hoping to at least get to 12 to force the possibility of overtime as a worst case scenario.
He'd ask for a
I'm having fun. Alright, we are back with our second 301 of the night. This is Greg Tom with the Minuteman Dart League. I'd like to say a special shout out to my teammate Peter Nadeau watching at home out in central Massachusetts. And Billy Franklin from the Flight Fighters opens up this 301 with a 59 in. Mark Cronin looking to answer, picks up a double 15, but just a triple 3 with his third dart. All over those triples, Billy Franklin. Back-to-back 59s, however. Mark Cronin not making him pay. Some sluggish scoring here in the opening part of this leg. Here we go, that's a little bit better. Trip 20, but just 70 for Billy Franklin. Still, he's on a finish now. Cronin way back, not in out range. Billy Franklin looking to take this or set it up. .37 scored total for Billy Franklin. Billy looking to take this out with a nice 2-dart finish, single 16 double tops. Hits the 16, sets himself up. Two darts too high on that double. Mark Cronin now at 99, not the biggest ask, so he's got a chance here. 80 left now after one dart. Needs a triple or a double. Hits the triple with the second dart. 2 tens now. Huge cojones hit. 99 finish for Mark Cronin to take that away from Billy Franklin, who was sitting on 40. Mugs away now for Billy Franklin. Steps back, knows it's super important that he hits this double on this turn and take the momentum back from the 9. Billy does the deed and gets in. Cronin does not. Billy not taking advantage of the fact that he's in here, giving Cronin a chance. Cronin takes it, gets in with his first dart on this turn. Trip 22nd dart, trip 23rd dart, 152. Billy now in a world of trouble, responding well with the trip 20. Hits a ton, leaves himself Shanghai finish. We've seen this a lot, but no one has taken it out. Cronin with a 75 scored there. Billy here did well to set himself up for 120. Now let's see if he can take it out. Oh, cannot finish from here. 25 scored, 95 left. Either shoot the bull or the trip 19. Gets the trip 19 to leave 38. Trip 14 or 18 for Cronin here. It just hits a single 4. Now he's got 70 left. Not sure what he's doing there with the second dart. Really don't know what he's doing there with the third dart. Cronin acting a little bit confused. Billy here's got to ignore that and just set himself up to take out this 38. Either fix it with a 6 or go straight at that double 19. Goes right at it. Only needs one dart. Forces the rubber leg of his set. They'll shoot the bull now. See who goes first in this rubber leg. Mark Cronin to shoot first. Hits a single. Looks like it's angled up a little bit. Billy taking a look from the side, asks to have it removed. Ties it up. Go again in reverse order. Billy with another single. Cronin asked to have that one taken. Just outside, and Billy flanking for the Flight Fighters will open up in this rubber leg. Billy unable to take advantage of going first, does not hit the double in. Cronin now with a big opportunity here to take away that first turn. Also unable to convert. Nerves playing their part here in this rubber leg. Billy picks it up with a third dart. And he is on. Cronin answers himself on his third dart. Both players in now. It's going to come down to who can hold their shit together and keep scoring up. Both sides throwing some nervy darts. Franklin taking his time to set himself. Steadier darts, but still not in the triple. Cronin has success switching over to the 18. Gets 2 trip 18s for a 128, leave himself 96. That wakes Franklin up. 69 left with 1 dart to go. Hits the 45 to leave 24. Huge 165 by Billy Franklin. Mark Cronin though hits that trip 20 with his first dart. Left with 18 now, just inside the 9. That would have been enormous. Billy Franklin here, giant opportunity to steal this point away. Was pretty much out of it until he threw that 165. One dart left to hit 2 12s. Oh. In the neighborhood, but just outside. Mark Kern has to fix this up with a single 1. Has 2 4s now. Single 4, 2 2. Nails it with his 3rd dart. Billy Franklin had his opportunity, could not convert. Score now, Suicide 9-9, Fight Fighters 11, back to a 2-point margin. And we will be back in just a moment with our third 3-on-1 for Suicide 9, the veteran Bruce Robbins versus for the Fight Fighters Mike Zuccotti. This will be a hell of a matchup. Fight Fighters, again, just 2 points away from winning the championship. Suicide 9, 2 points away from tying it up. We will be back with our next 3-on-1 matchup in just a moment. Thanks again to all of you tuning in for tonight's live video stream cast. We have about 118 of you watching now, but also special thanks to everyone who came in person to watch the finals and are in attendance here. I see my good buddy Chaz there, my friend with Bob Given. We play in the same fantasy football league. I see John Parker. My team captain Minutemen, Chris Jensen, is here. One of our friends, Mike Lynch. I also see Steve Amaral, the head of the Greater Boston Dart League. And many others whose name I cannot remember. See our players warming up here, Mike Connie and Bruce Robbins, for the next 3-on matchup. Looks like they're about to get started. We'll get back to our regular board and player and scoreboard picture. This is the third leg, the third set of 3-on-1, so the away team will start up first. Bruce Robbins for Suicide 9, straight off for the double. Bruce just outside that double 16. Zuccotti in with his first dart on the double top. Opening salvo is shot by Zuccotti, 63 in. Bruce Robbins now needing to get in or risk falling behind. Double 15 for Bruce. .301, a very short format. You want to get in right away, score high to get to a finish, and then take it out as quickly as possible. Mike Zuccotti doing his part. Not on a finish after 2 rounds, but quick, very, very close. Bruce right behind him. Both sides in out range now, looking to set up. Mike Zuccotti, huge trip 20 on that first start. Big ton by Mike. Gets himself under 100. 72 does not require a triple to finish. Bruce Robbins here looking to even it up with him. Bruce cannot get below 100. Giving Zuccotti the advantage. 48 with his first dart. Just inside the double 12. 2 6s now. 72 finish, clinical finishing by Mike Zuccotti. Slight misses didn't bother him at all, and he picks it up with the third dart to win the first leg. Looking to pick up the 12th match point. 12th match point, very important in the Minuteman format. It means that the worst case scenario for your team is overtime. Bruce in right away, second dart on this turn. Zuccotti unable to answer. Bruce now looking for a ton plus score to get himself into outrange and ensure that he gets to a rubber leg in this set. Just 45. Gotta hope Zuccotti stays out of this game. But he's in with his third dart. Game on now, both sides. Bruce Robbins now looking to set up a 180 would leave him 16. Gets the first two trip 20s. Oh, just outside. 140 Bruce, still not shabby. 56 left, 2 dart finish, no triples needed. Zuccotti hot on his heels. Picks up a ton, still a big ass for Zuccotti, so Bruce with a 2 dart finish is in good position here. 220s now. Oh, and he picks it up on the third dart. Bruce Robbins evens up the set, 1 apiece. Be able to shoot the bull now. 75-point average in that leg for Bruce Robbins. Only took him 11 darts to finish up that 3-on-1. A little bit of a bouncer by Robbins there, not sure. Looks like his may be a little bit closer. Anna Moretti in to take a peek. Not sure what the ruling is. Not sure if it's a do-over or if Bruce is shooting for the double. Looks like a do-over. Bruce just outside the bull ring. That is also not definitive. Looks close again. This is an argument for the PDC bull rule. Looks like they're shooting again. Reverse order. Zuccotti a little better into the single bull there. Bruce unable to tie, so Flight Fighters Mike Zuccotti will start off this rubber leg. Try to get the 12th point for the Flight Fighters. Bruce Robbins trying to get the 10th point for Suicide 9. Zuccotti in right away, first start. Opens up with a 120. The glove is thrown down for Bruce. Let's see what he can do. Not going to be able to match it. Just needs a double to get in here. Not in. Zuccotti now with a huge advantage now, looking to set himself up with Bruce not even in the game. Started off a little weak, but picks up that third trip 20. Leave himself 101. Bruce still way back not in. Bruce in now with the first dart with a double 10. Trip 20 second dart. 100 in. Excellent in, but is it in time? Zuccotti now shooting the bull with that first dart. 101 left. Hits an 18. 83 left. Single 17. 66 now. Leaves himself 52. Nice, solid, easy finish. Bruce Robbins on 201, so Mike Zuccotti will have 6 darts at least to take this out. Looks like a ton. Bruce Robbins is scoring well now. That 120 in by Mike Zuccotti puts him in position to win this leg, and he picks up the point, the 12th point for the Flight Fighters. Very important point. Nothing less than overtime now for the Fighters, and they are only 1 point away from the Super A State Championship. Flight Fighters now, sudden death, backs against the wall. They cannot give up another point. Looking to sweep the rest of this match to force overtime. And we'll be right back with our 4th 3-on-1 matchup. For Suicide 9, we'll have Tom Sawyer versus Flight Fighters' Pat McKeon. Once again, this is sudden death for Suicide 9. They lose another point. They lose the championship. Flight Fighters looking to pick up their first championship after a number of tries. We'll be right back with this 3-on-1 versus Tom Sawyer and Pat McKeon. Alright, players are shaking hands, so we are just about to start. Flight Fighters' Pat McKeon opens up this leg, 51 in. Tom Sawyer answers with a 40. Flight Fighters smelling victory right now. We all know the last point is the hardest to get and can elude you. Never comes as quickly as you hope. Tom Sawyer right now, the last line of defense for Suicide 9. Cannot afford to lose this matchup. Comes away with a ton with Pat McKeon sitting on the 120 Shanghai finish. Again, we've seen this many times so far, but no one has hit it. That continues, just a 44 for Pat McKeon to leave 76. Tom Sawyer now looking to take this out. 86 now with 2 darts. Trip 18 on the second dart, just a single one. 85 left now. Just outside that triple 15, leaves 70. PMAC now can just use singles to set this up. 56 left now, single 16. To set up tops. Oh, just low. Sawyer now looking at 70. Trip 10 or trip 18, this typical targets. Hits a single one going for the 18. 69 left. Now 2 bulls for the win. Hits an 8, leaves 42. Pat McKeon now another chance to pick up this leg. Nails the 210s with the first start. One leg away from the championship now. Sawyer now straight off for the double. Unable to convert. Pat McKeon now, giant opportunity to get in first in this leg, get closer to the championship. PMAC looking to do damage, but only comes away with 31. Can't give Sawyer too many opportunities here. Here he's in right away with the first start. He can make up ground in a hurry if you let him. Just a 71. Pat's got to consider himself lucky with an in like that for Sawyer. Just a 40 for Pat, and that type of scoring is open, leaving the door open for Tommy. PMAC a huge trip 19 on that third dart. Gets him into outrange. Sawyer with a big ass 130. Needs a trip 20 here to leave the bowl. Doesn't hit it. 90 left now. Single bowl for 65 remaining. PMAC on 102. Take it out. Win the championship. 97 left after one dart. Just outside that trip. 39 scored. Tom Sawyer was 65, probably go bull tops. Hits the bowl. Has to hit this. Just high. Pat McKeon now with a chance to win the championship by finishing 63. Typical way is trip 17 double 6. He shoots the bull. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Sawyer win that last leg. Now shooting the bull for this next leg. Not sure I missed that. Didn't look like he hit the double. Sawyer wins the bull and now shoots first for this all-important rubber leg. Sudden death for Suicide 9. Must win for Sawyer. In right away with the first start. 76 in for Tom Sawyer. PMAC in right away with his first start. Huge 120 in for PMAC. Gets 44 over, Sawyer 76 in, but Sawyer now dials into this trip 20. Just an 85. Leaves himself on 140. PMAC now looking to set up. 85, 96. Sawyer can take this out. More likely he'll leave a nice finish. 60 left now. Solid ton to leave 40. Pat McKeon can squash his hopes here by taking out this 96. Single one there, 95 left. Shoot the trip 19, I'm guessing. Ooh, it's a single 7. 88 left now. Leaves himself 73. Sawyer on a double top. Has to hit this to keep his team's hopes alive. No choice now. A little bit high. A little low. And Tom Sawyer nails the double 10. Picks up the 10th point for Suicide 9. Keeps them out of being eliminated. Match score now 12 points Suicide 9, 10 points. I'm sorry, 12 points for Flight Fighters, 10 points for Suicide 9 in a race to 13. We will continue to play. Suicide 9, again, sudden death situations for them. They cannot drop a match point or they lose the championship. Our next matchup for Suicide 9, Dave Walsh Sr. versus the Flight Fighters, Jeff Bellevue. This 3-1 has huge implications, and we will be right back.
How you doing over there, Greg?
Good.
I'm not commentating right now.
Why? What would you be saying?
That they're retarded. 234. You throw a fucking 60 to leave 174. 2019 ball. 64 scored 170.
I'm not sure what they dropped. Looks like someone dropped their marbles. On the backs of Tom Sawyer, Suicide 9 lives to play another 301. Our next matchup, Dave Walsh for Suicide 9 versus the Flight Fighters. Jeff Bellevue will start up in just a moment. Our match score, once again, Flight Fighters 12, Suicide 9 10 in a race to 13. Flight Fighters have assured themselves their worst case scenario is overtime. Suicide 9 looking to pick up the next 2 points to force overtime and a chance to save this Super A championship. Once again, this is Greg Tong with Minuteman Dart League. Thanks to all of our viewers watching. This is the Minuteman Dart League, world's largest steel tip league. Super A, our highest division, state championship finals matchup for our spring 2016 season. It all comes down to this. If the Flight Fighters can pick up another set point, they will win the state championship. Jeff Bellevue looking to get that point. Dave Walsh for Suicide 9 stands in his way. Dave Walsh will start up this 301, shooting at the double first when we get going in just a moment. All right, Dave Walsh about to start. Live darts and Dave Walsh is not in. Jeff Bellevue now for the Flight Fighters, looking to take advantage of that. Jeff also not in. Start over again for Dave Walsh. Dave Walsh in with a big 108. Dave Walsh did have a perfect 301 6-start leg of 301 earlier in these playoffs. I believe it was the first round. Would be really spectacular if he could repeat that feat here in the most important of circumstances. Not this leg, certainly. Possibly the next. Dave Walsh reaches the finish first. 2 trip 20s here could serve him well. A little slack there gives Bellevue good opportunity to catch up here. Just a breakfast for Bellevue, but he leaves the biggest finish on the board. Just 56 there for Walsh, 68 left for him. Maximum finish here for Bellevue. Can't finish now. Comes away with 65. Dave Walsh now 48. Needs an 8 or 16 with the second dart. 32 left now. 2 16s to win. Leaves himself 16. Jeff Bellevue with 105. Needs a triple here. Gets one of his first or second darts and he can do some damage. Gets one of the first dart, 48 left now. Just needs an 8 or a 16, a huge area to fix this for a double. 32 left for Bellevue. Oh, leaves himself 24. Excellent look at a finish. Dave Walsh now gonna have to think about that. Hopefully that won't nag in the back of his head. 2 8s. Nails it down in the third dart. Dave Walsh takes the first leg. Jeff Bellevue mugs away off with the double. Excellent effort by Bellevue. Nearly stole it. Neither side in this second leg. Bellevue in right first start this time. Off and running with a 120 in. We've seen a lot of those as an in, but not as a finish. Dave Walsh can't hit the double this time. Gives Jeff great opportunity to pick up the second leg and force the rubber. Got to keep his scoring tight. Doesn't do so. Hits an 11. Leaves that 170 again. Dave Walsh looking to rattle the cage a little bit with a big in himself. Looks like he's in that second dart. A little bit of a balk there. And we have game on. Jeff Bellevue with the big 170 finish. Not able to hit it now. .25, a little slack with these last two scores. .97 for Dave Walsh. Puts himself in out range. Gets himself much closer to Jeff Bellevue. Bellevue last two turns. Continues that story here. Scoring increasing, but still a little low. Keeping the door open for Dave Walsh.
There you go, David! You remember fucking you!
I think he did the math wrong there. 76 left him 33, not 32. That could be an enormous error, especially if Dave Walsh takes it out here. Dave Walsh opting for the bull first instead of the trip 20. Hits a 7. 85 left now. 83 left after 2 darts. Can't pick up the trip 17. Lets Jeff Bellevue off the hook for that math error in the last turn. Jeff decides to hit a 17 to leave himself at 16. Let's hope he knows this correctly. Ooh, cannot convert. Gives the opportunity back to Dave Walsh. He's got 66 left here. Probably shoot the trip 10 or trip 18. Opts for the trip 10, but hits a 6. 60 left. Single. Oh, and he busts with his second dart. A triple when you don't want it. Bellevue pumping himself up now. Needs 2 8s, and this is just to get to a rubber. Can't believe his good fortune of Dave busting that 66. Nails it with his first dart. Takes advantage of that opportunity. We're on to the rubber. Shooting the bull now, Dave Walsh. See who goes first in this tie-breaking game. Again, Dave Walsh and the 9 backs against the wall. Cannot drop this point or they lose the championship. Jeff Bellevue cannot beat his bull. Dave Walsh will start off for the double in this third leg of a best-of-3 301. And sudden death situation. Cannot convert. Bellevue rouses the crowd. Bring on the noise, bring on the funk. Bellevue wants it for his double shot. In with a double 1. Crowd noise worked. In with a 23, not a huge in, but huge for this situation. Dave Walsh making it a game 51 in. It's going to come down to scoring and doubling. Bellevue, huge 2 trip 20s after a single 5 for 125, putting his team in position for the championship. Dave Walsh not going quietly again. Picks up 1 trip 20. Throws an 80 to leave himself the big 170 finish. Jeff Bellevue on a 153. Just looking to set himself up now. Only 30 scored. Dave Walsh in good position here to set himself up with a nice ton plus score, or take it out and have the house come down. Oh, no triples there. Just 40 scored. Neck and neck now. It's going to be really hard to hit this last double for somebody. Bellevue now pumping up the intensity on his side. 123 finish, going to the 19s. 104 left now. Trip 18 with the second dart to leave the bull. He's got to do it. Ooh. 68 left now for Bellevue. 130 now for Dave Walsh to keep the 9 alive. Needs a trip 20 here to leave the bull. Cannot go out. 44 scored there, 96, 86 left now for the 9. Jeff Bellevue sitting on 68 for the championship. only needs 2 darts. Let's see how many it might take him. Classy out for this trip, 20 double 4. If you hit the single 20, you've got a beautiful 2-dart finish with 48. You do not want to stray into the 5 or the 1. Trip 20. Bellevue steps back. 2 darts for the championship. Into the green double 4. First shot at it. Just inside 2 twos now for the championship. And he hits it! Jeff Bellevue finishes 68 in 3 darts. Picks up the Flight Fighters' 13th point, and Flight Fighters from the Saugus VFW are the Spring 2016 Super A State Championships of the Minuteman Dart League, world's largest steel tip league. Congratulations to Captain Adam Sherlock and his team, finally getting over the hump, beating Suicide 9 in the largest match of the league. Super A State Championship, Suicide 9. Jeff Bellevue with a 68 finish in 3 darts. This is Greg Tong with the Minuteman Dart League. Thank you to all our viewers watching our live video stream and to all of our league members who came out to watch the match in person here at the Saugus VFW. Once again, thank you to our league sponsors, Red Eye Rhino and Dart World. Check them out at redeyerhino.com and dartworld.com. And special thanks again to Dart Connect for providing the scorekeeping technology used for our video stream. Check them out at dartconnect.com and learn about the future of steel tip darts. Once again, this is Greg Tong with Minuteman Dart League. Congratulations to the Flight Fighters for their 13-10 victory over Suicide 9 for the Minuteman Dart League Super A State Championship. We'll leave the camera on the wide angle feed for a little bit.
Frank, where was this streaming? Just the internet streaming. People had it on YouTube. We're getting high tech Any of that other shit. I don't tweet words. You don't need it. I spend a lot of time out in the woods and I spend